permanently tattooed in his heart were the words that were said. He would sit and cry in his bed as they all ran through his head. Fat, stupid, and worthless, and that was just the start. Being told he would die alone because no one wanted his heart. He wasn't good enough at sports, so he was always picked last. Pushed in the hallways while he was just trying to get to class. They beat him up on the bus right after school, so he started riding his bike because he didn't know what else to do. But his parents didn't know. He hid it so well. He went to church every Sunday so they never could tell that he was being tortured with the words that came from others. And he never felt good enough because he was never like his brothers. But all this was stored up and locked in his heart, while him and God seemed to only grow more apart. They said God doesn't make mistakes, but he was the exception. That's what others told him, and it grew like an infection, till that was the only truth that he absolutely knew. He'd be called worthless and actually think that it was true. He figured that if he died, no one would care, so he figured he might as well stop taking other people's air. Those thoughts ran through his mind and he would meditate on them. He thought he had no way out because he had hit rock bottom. All this because some kid was covering up for his insecurities and calling them names to make up for his immaturities. I bet they didn't think it would impact him like this. What was a joke to them made him want to cut his own wrist. Suicidal thoughts were one thing run through his mind, but a smile was the only thing that stayed on his face all the time. Words attack in such a powerful way, and you can tear someone down with the simple words that you say. It's burned into memory, and he will always remember the fear in his heart. We entered into September, another school year, so he had to brace for the storm and hope he could make it to June without being absolutely torn. Cause he was hated on by everyone around him. If someone complimented him, he would actually doubt them, all cause some kid thought it'd be funny to make fun, not realizing words are bullets and our mouths are the gun. We need to guard our mouths and be careful what we say. You can kill someone on the inside where the outside looks okay. Smiles on their faces but scars on their hearts. Sticks will break your bones but words will tear you apart. So his mask has become his main source of protection from the words that come from our sinful infection. Fast forward now, a lot has changed. He's happier now, but the hurt still remains. He stands in front of a mirror and hates what he sees until he realizes the image doesn't have to change, just what he believes. He felt like he wasn't worth anything. He felt so lost, till God showed him that he was worth the cross. But he was scared. Why would God love him after everything he'd been through? Till he showed him that his son had scars on his wrists too. But there still are kids who being hurt like him. Some can deal with the pain, but a lot decide to give in to the idea of causing themselves unrelenting amounts of harm, starving, suicide, or even cuts to the arm. Over 500,000 a year end up ending it all, whether it be from hope, pill, gun, knife, starvation, or fall. Others will do anything just to forget about the pain, smoke and drink, but the next morning still feel the same. Some sell out their bodies, hoping to feel accepted, hoping a one-night stand will feel the whole of rejection. Starving themselves, hoping it will make them feel perfect, but in the end, they all still seem to feel worthless. All this started with the words that never had to be spoken, but those words ended up leaving their hearts absolutely broken. So look in the mirror, and I beg you to see the beautiful person that God created you to be. But what about you? Are you guilty too? Guilty of speaking words that you know aren't true. You can tear someone down with one simple sentence, and I'm guilty too. That's why I stay in repentance. The change starts now, unless we decide to do nothing. But the kid that was hurt, he decided to start loving and said enough is enough, so he got up in front of a mic and decided to say something.